And we're back, guys, at the Porsche Grand Prix in Germany. Potapova gone wild. The round of 32 taking on fellow countrywoman Liudmila. Now, Potapova, guys, listen, she's the world's ranked 36. She's been as high as 21st. Coming into this matchup on the year, 10-7. And she's won 6 of her last 10 matches. She hasn't won a championship since last year at the Upper Linz, where she just dominated that tour. But listen, guys, taking on Liudmila, 17 in the world, won 5 of her last 10 matches. Now, Liudmila's been on a bit of a losing streak, guys, right? We saw her lose to Osaka at the Indian Wells, Potapova in Miami. And this is the type of matchup here where Potapova has said it herself. Look, she's not one to use topspin. And Liudmila, she's had some epic battles here in Germany. Let's go back a couple of years ago to Iga. Now, we all know this was a very important match, Liudmila and Iga. Iga was in the peak of the win streak, about midway, and then maybe a little bit beyond midway. And then things got really, really ugly, right? Liudmila kind of felt that Iga was taking some cheap shots at the net, right? Couple balls grazed the net and, bounced over on her side. She lost the point. Now, a lot of people got upset at Iga for that match, and they just felt that Iga was kind of in the midst of the pressure. Now, remember, Liudmila won the first set in that match, and that ruined Iga's set streak. She also had this set streak going where she didn't even drop a set. So she lost that first set. And then a lot of people felt that Liudmila was going to win that match. It certainly looked like it. And then Liudmila gave the mean face. It looked like she wanted to really fight Iga. That was really a very interesting match. Now, watching the match live and then going back, watching it again, I don't necessarily think Iga was doing those shots on purpose, but in the upcoming matches, it got really interesting with some of the tactics that she was doing to keep the win streak going. And that's when the narrative started to change a little bit, because I'm like, look, it's all about integrity, right? And if you follow the channel, then you know the timeline of events. But nonetheless, Liudmila is a good clay player. Potapova, not necessarily, and she said it herself. Look, she's a come forward type of woman. She doesn't use topspin. It's all about the backhand, and she would have success today with her backhand, ladies and gentlemen. 5 aces on the day for Potapova. She would win 73% of her first serves, 60% for Liudmila's first serves, for a stretch there in the third set. For the match, she would win 60% of Liudmila's second serves. And listen, guys, 25 breakpoint opportunities between the two ladies, but that's a Jordan fist pump. Why? Because Potapova had the extra break, 6 for 13 on breakpoint opportunities, and her backhand defeats the forehand of Liudmila. Potapova will advance to the round of 16 here in Germany. She's going to take on Marketa Vondrousova, someone she has not done well against. They've played 4 times, and Marketa's won 3 of those matches. We can even go back to the French Open where they played on clay in 2019, where Marketa made that championship match against Ashley Barty, and she actually gave Potapova a bagel. But nonetheless, Potapova wins. She can enjoy the victory celebration for now, but next match is going to be pretty tough. Tennis in a minute. We'll be back.